Do we even get started on this whole G2 Scrim thing again? Because man, I think I'm just gonna drop it. I'm done. I give up. I feel like I'm trying to communicate with a brick wall. It's so frustrating. Like last night, I tweeted because I was triggered. And people think that I'm triggered at Dom. I'm not triggered at Dom. It's just like some of the comments. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that. Some of the comments I'm seeing, bro. Like, it's like, listen. Listen? I'm not here to shit on NA fans. Like, listen. If there's any NA fans in the chat right now, yo, respect. I don't have anything against NA fans, but for some reason, all the NA fans, or most of them, I won't say all of them, took my tweet as flaming NA. When all I'm saying is that people are coming to conclusions about why their scrims were good or bad, and people were complaining about whether we should be winning or losing scrims, okay, and how much we should be practicing. Then all of the NA fans then took it as like, oh my god, why are you flaming NA? And I'm like, bro, listen, I'm not trying to flame NA. I have nothing against NA. You guys won fair and square. That's fine. This is a discussion about scrims. So all the people were like, fuck EU, fuck G2, NRG smoke them, you're so insecure, like NA always gets shit on all the time, why are you tweeting this? And I'm like, bro, listen, I'm not shit talking NA. I'm not shit talking anyone in my tweets. I tweeted, one, their win records, and I said, no wonder it's so heartbreaking for them, because they were winning games. And two, why are people saying that it's useless to be winning their games? Where did I say anything about NA? I'm sorry, guys. Like, listen, if I've triggered you, I'm sorry. I'm not here to flame NA. But a lot of the comments from NA fans were like, why are you flaming our region? They accomplished nothing. Like, Scrim post, Scrim Andy. I don't know. Guys, NA fans, listen. You won fair and square. Where was it? I was reading them. Anyway, I don't want to go on too much about the whole Scrim thing. I saw so many comments about it, and everyone has so many opinions, you know. People are saying, well, of course, Caedrel, scrims are important, they're not useless, but also, like, the practice needs to be better managed. All that shit, and then people are arguing, should G2 have even posted these Scrim results in the first place? And then people are saying G2 would only... The main argument I've seen is that people are saying G2... And I don't know why I'm here. I'm not defending G2. I'm just saying my opinion. And this is the final thing I'll say because I'm going to drop it because I'm done. Is people are saying that G2 released their scrims to take away from NRG's win or make it look like they were better than they were to soften the blow to keep their jobs. That one is the most annoying. To say that they're releasing their scrims on purpose to try to make it look like they're better than they are is the most... Bro, it's the craziest take ever. And I'll tell you why, okay? And you might think it's an understandable take because it's pretty base to say, like, yeah, you're only releasing this because you were winning. If you were losing scrims, you would not have posted this. And I would also agree with that argument if it wasn't a team like G2. Why? Because G2, the last 2 or 3 years, especially this year, has been the one team in Europe that has tried to actively push the entire region, if not the West, to do better. And has been the one to call teams out on Twitter, being like, end of the split, this team cancelled scrims on us 4 times. This team's cancelled scrims on us. This team didn't want to show up to scrim blocks. This team didn't do this. And the reason they're doing that is because they're holding accountability to teams around them, okay? The last year or two, they've been holding accountability to everyone in the region to try to get the whole region to improve, right? And I think they would have released their scrim set if they were losing. You know why? Because I think G2, the way they framed their practice recently, is they would have put their scrim set out there and said, look, we lost scrims. Right now, Europe is fucking miles behind. So we need these other teams in Europe to step up their fucking game. Because we stomped you all domestically, and we got fisted internationally in scrims. So you guys are letting us down. They would do something like that, right? And that's not taking away the blame from them. They would just call out and hold accountability to teams. But they won scrims, and now they're saying, look, we're winning scrims. But it's not translating to stage. So it's not a problem. They're basically saying, 2 or 3 years ago, we would lose scrims and win on stage. Now, We're winning scrims and losing on stage. That's our problem. If they were losing scrims and they posted them publicly, they would say, guys, we're absolutely fucked. Please put some more effort into practice. G2, I feel like, is the one team that actually holds accountability for Western progress in League of Legends. Like, actively on social media. I'm not saying other teams don't, but I think that's the reason I think they posted their scrims. I don't think they did it to try and mask the fact that they lost or try to make them look like... I think everyone already said publicly behind the scenes G2 was winning scrims. All the pros said they were getting fisted in scrims. All they're doing is just doubling down and showing that and saying, look, we're winning scrims, but we're losing on stage. We need to fix that. That was our problem. And that's fine. That was their problem. They choked. Something went wrong. Bad day. Something happened, right? They didn't win. They won scrims, they didn't win. So many teams have done that before. And that's fine. I don't think that they did this to try and put a fucking curtain over their loss or try and take away from NRG or flame NA fans or anything. This is being taken way too personally and out of control. G2 has always been, from my perspective, again, this is an opinion, not a defense, has always been a team that tries to increase, how do I say this, improve practice quality and push for better practice or better quality practice. And you could see that in their scrim results. You know, they were playing 3 or 4 scrim blocks a day. So, yeah. You can say they won scrims and learned nothing. You can say they did certain things in scrims. The essence is we lack a lot of context. But to say that they're doing this to take away from NA's win, or they wouldn't have done this if they lost scrims, or they're doing this just to keep their jobs, guys, shut up. Come on. Really? Like, you have to understand that this is competition at the end of the day. And Rahman especially has been very vocal about how he wants the region to improve and how he wants to push everyone around him to improve. And even NRG said they got inspired and wanted to get better because of G2, right? And I'm not trying to say G2 is better than NRG because of the scrims. You're right. NRG fucked them on stage and they deserve to lose G2. They did. And I think G2 knows that. G2 knows that. I agree. NRG's better. I've never said NRG was worse anywhere. Stop fucking flaming me saying cope Caedrel. Take their dick out of your mouth and give them the scrim trophy. Shut up. I'm just trying to give you, like, my opinion as to why they released it. Because a lot of people seem to think it was stupid to release their scrims. I do agree, personally, and this is my own personal take as well. I don't think they should have done it now. I think they should have released it after Worlds. Personally. Just for, like, competitive integrity. As much as I think scrims won't allude to many things, I think dropping it 2 days after they lost and kind of like exposing all their results against everyone, not that it gives a competitive advantage to anyone because everyone can see it, it's just a bit like, feels a little bit, what's the word? I don't know. It's like a gray area, you know? I think I feel weird about that. I think it would have been better if they did it as soon as Worlds ended, they released it. But yeah. In bad taste? No, not yet. Bad taste, yeah, something like that, you know. I do think they should have done that. Anyway, that's my Worlds rant over. NA fans, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you in any way. I don't think I tried to target NA in any way in my tweets. But I feel like a lot of NA fans came at me overnight and was like, fuck you, Caedrel. Look, listen. Maybe when I was talking about the scrim results, I was like alluding to the fact that G2 was beating NRG yesterday. Sure, I get that. But I also said, as soon as I finished that, but they lost to NRG. And if you lose to NRG, you lost to NRG. That's how it goes. And I also compared it to G2 Damwon in 2019. G2 loses scrims to Damwon, G2 beat Damwon. Happens. TSM was winning scrims in 2016. They lost on stage. There it is. Anyway, I'm not here. Anyway, I don't know. I'm done. We're dropping the topic forever now. We're never talking about it again. We're dropping the topic. It's done. I feel like I've gone so far down this rabbit hole of like fighting opinions that feel like it's just yeah. Anyway, it looks like I'm trying to defend sides or something. I'm not.